Wunmi and Iya Mohbad find themselves entangled in a web of mystery and grief following the tragic passing of Mohbad. As they navigate this emotional turmoil, strange occurrences begin to unfold around them. Whispers of unresolved issues and hidden truth emerge, forcing both women to confront their deepest fears. The pressure intensifies as rumors swell and they realize they are not just grieving, they are now part of the larger narrative that could change everything. With each passing day, Wunmi and Iya Mohbad grapple with the haunting memories and unanswered questions. Their journey reveals a complex relationship with Mohbad filled with love, regret, and secrets that refuse to stay buried. As they dive deeper, they uncover shocking revelations that challenge their understanding of loyalty and betrayal. Will they find closure or become trapped in the very situation that shattered their lives? Join us as we explore this gripping tale of loss and resilience. Don't forget to like, comment, and share your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more intriguing stories.
Our son said that outcome is detailed. Baby, Akioso Adenike, you are up. Okay, thank you, man. He said that it's detailed. And let's look at that detail that our lawyer want to use. Some people may say, no. I've been saying it, there is no how they go. There is no how they go about this matter. That Wunmi is not laid. There's no how. Even with that, apart from the recommendation, though, the detail that they are referring to in that corona, that the judge wrote there, we still find Wunmi guilty in that. Because Kabiru is saying that he's not anywhere, that he was absorbed, he has no whatever. In that judgment, in that verdict, the detail, they call Wunmi next of kin. Is that not so? All of us, they say that next of kin. The Mumu Kabiru is still also saying that they are married. Okay. Married. Next of kin. Let's now look at what happened the day that Mohbad died. Did Wunmi, as a next of kin and as married, not enter into agent-principal relationship? Did Wunmi not enter into it? First, let them produce Mohbad phone to show the whole world that is Mohbad that has the capacity, as at that time, to call his personal nurse that was not available. Let us see Mohbad call the nurse and the nurse reply Mohbad. If it is not Mohbad that called the nurse on his own phone, it means that Wunmi... It means that Wunmi has entered into agent-principal relations, because for you to nail a wife for negligence, it has to be gross negligence for the husband. It has to be gross. And because it's vicarious liability. And it has to be a gross negligence. And there must be an agent-principal relationship. It means that the wife must be acting on behalf of the husband. And that is why we have to look at whether she disregarded safety, or she did not also regard the husband's life. Whether the husband's life matter or did not matter. That's what we want to examine. Who now call the nurse that arrived from Kutonu? Let them bring the phone and let us see it. Whether it's not Wunmi that made that call. That is agent-principal relationship. Wunmi don't begin act as Mohbad agent too. We will now want to examine the duty of care. Okay, if Wunmi did not assume that role, no be Wunmi letter, no be Wunmi lawyer write request for even corona to be done. On what ground? Did Wunmi request? If Wunmi did not believe that she can act on behalf of the husband to get justice, was made that day to the nurse who made that call. On whose phone? It is Wunmi's phone that was used. Or Wunmi was aware. Wunmi was acting. Wunmi was present. If not lie, may they let us know now. If Wunmi is not the one, if Mohbad was the one who made the call, if Mohbad was not the one who made the call, Adura that was there, that they said they tried with Adura phone. And because Adura is also a family member, though Adura did not assume the role of next of kin. Damola was there. Damola did not assume that role. But Wunmi assumed that role in the house. Even in court, assumed to be, agree, has not contested being next of kin to Mohbad. So, who now, when they made the call and they were expecting the nurse, who waited for over 24 hours, waiting for nurse to arrive from Cotonou? Is the wife not there? When they say when the nurse arrived, Mohbad was ill and healthy. The nurse said that she met Mohbad weak. If Mohbad was ill and healthy, why is it Wunmi that is saying, why did you give my husband this injection? He reacted to this injection. Why is that not coming from the mouth of Mohbad himself? Mohbad that was okay, that was ready to go for interview, but never pick his mother's call, never pick anybody's call. Adura said nobody can say, see my brother. The manager did not have access to Mohbad. And so that's somebody who was going for a podcast. It means somebody has assumed the role of the next of kin. That role that she assumed that day, that agent-principal relationship is what we tie to the negligence, the gross negligence, because of this. Because of this absolute disregard for life and safety of Mohbad. So why is Wunmi now trying to separate herself from that? Ẹ fẹ́ jẹ ogún, dẹ̀ fẹ́ pa, ẹ fẹ́ sọ̀tàn gidi. Ìwọ ló fẹ́ jẹ ogún. When it comes to property, because this Mumu Kabiru is talking about property, Baba want to inherit now. You want to inherit now the properties, but you don't want to assume the next of kin, the role of the next of kin when Mohbad was incapacitated. Because Mohbad was not herself. And to be called till the return there. There was a missed call. The mother said he couldn't reach Mohbad. Couldn't reach. There was a call that Wunmi received. And there was no return call to the woman. The manager tried to reach out. The person who wanted to grant interview tried to reach out. Nobody could access Mohbad. So nobody can tell us that it was ill and healthy. There is no demonstration of Mohbad being ill and healthy. When he got to the house, was he up? He was lying down. Even the water that you people claim was in the room, he couldn't mop his own room by himself. It was Adura who had to go up, or Damola to go and mop the room. And you told us that Mohbad was ill and healthy. Oroten so no don't lay you now. So why do you think that we are Mumu? Forget about that recommendation that they are trying to play safe. I've been saying it, whatever happened in that court that they said in that court, Wunmi cannot get out of it. There is no evidence that Mohbad, no evidence. No evidence of Mohbad being alienated. But some people don't want to believe. They probably think because they are worried, unless if our son, that's why I believe that our son should have even contested the recommendation. That based on this said by XYZ, there's no how you can leave these people out of the negligence we are talking about. So they can pursue that case from that angle. And the fiat that we are talking about, let's relate it to this case. Let's relate it to this case. Queen Alaja said,
Mr. Ishak, please, can you please tell me the meaning of fiat?
Fiat means that it's a private lawyer can prosecute a case that with the authority of the government. Fiat means that Baba's lawyer can be the prosecutor of this case instead of the government lawyer. You know that Queen Alaja has told us that the prosecutor will be the DPP, that is government lawyer, that will prosecute the case. And even before now, on Papariano and the rest, they've been saying that they will deny Baba fiat. Let's now see whether Lagos State will prove those people right or wrong. And you know that they told us that DPP went to meet a nurse. They had discussion with the nurse. We will now know whether they actually want to shoot some people. What the driver said at Corona Court, if the tape they are available, we go replay arm for the High Court, even if you know enter traffic at judgment. Some people recall things where it happen. Live and direct. All you need to do is to now exhibit now. You go enter now. Wait. I know go. There's some things where you know they that Corona where you go enter when the matter starts. We never reach there. It depends. It's just all you just need is to go and certify it. Once you meet the requirement of Evidence Act, forget it. But why are they rushing up and down? I expected Kabiru to say, anywhere you take my client to, we know they shake. Why is it all of a sudden that's for that day? And you are talking about the man quickly went to bury his son. You too press now. Press that as the man rush, go bury his son. Now he buy his son now. Big guess now. So that we can put it there too. That because the man, then when we now get to court, we will ask Kurame that has been avoiding, we will be forced to come and tell us what document did they give them to move the body from Kuramed to the next hospital. Chief Kuramed did not give them any document. They just ran out of the hospital. Whether we not go begin nail everybody. Kuramed must have given them a document. If they took law into their hand by just removing the body from that hospital, carry and go another hospital, we go know now. When they reach the other hospital, waiting then tell them. They don't tell them to go and deposit for more. We go know. When they reach police station, what happen? Na 2 police station then go. Kabiru, na 2 police station. It's on record. What happen for the 2 police station? We go know. And Karima don't let us know. Say as Baba come out that day for hospital mortuary. Now then smuggle Mohbad in as they deceive the father, so that the father can be frustrated to just go and bury evidence of that day. Forget the fact that in-house now we feel they tackle ourselves, but we know what we are doing on this case. We are not, that will not make us out of one binu lowo ni o and binu lowo ni. So we expect result and we are not getting it, and we have to voice out. And our voice, they said the court order that he said they brought out. Why is Kabiru not reacting to it, whether it's genuine or not genuine? Is that not in the name of your own client as the applicant? Why is Kabiru not responding to that? That they have ordered some people not to talk about my client. Hope they hear. The order is from Tanimola, and people should obey. Kabiru. Oru tori otoru la kaye. No conscience. No conscience. Let us now see how they will be able to drive that from corona to the fundamental that they are doing now. The fundamental on is also another angle, because in that corona there was a directive for further investigation. If Wunmi is not taking up the challenge in seeking justice for the husband, the partner, the whatever you call it, for Mohbad, if Wunmi is not pressing forward, what is wrong with Baba pressing forward through fundamental to get more investigation done? Kabiru oti eba wa sọ̀rọ̀ forensic. Kabiru oti wa interested in forensic, not CCTV. Kabiru dákẹ́. But tó bá ti dọ̀rọ̀ bàbá di báyìí doko ẹ máa lé jáde ni. A lé ní lè jẹ́. Kabiru. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ oru. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ oru ẹrù ayé níbi eléyìí tó ọkùn mọ́ yìí pẹ̀lú ẹwọ tó kí ọmọ èèyàn kú ẹwọ tó ṣe ń parọ́ máa lọ́ba. Torí pé Kabiru. Ẹwọ. So let us see how far they can go from both sides. If the lawyer is just doing this, because I even learned that some people who came together and say, why can't we do this? And they say, okay, we're going to process it. I don't know how people are not the one advising a lawyer, his son, to go and process fiat. But it's a good one. But I also have my own reservation. I won't dump out to say, ati wa move on, ati wa read the best thing. Ẹ máa rí tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀, pìtìpìtì ayé máa bá wọn máa yàgbẹ́ sára ní. Irọ́ o, our eyes are on the ball. Our eyes and the ball. If Lagos State said they are not going to process it, ṣé lọ́ọ̀yà wo tiẹ̀ lọ grant interview? Báwo ni Fálànà ṣe gba Fiat Fadégòkè tí lọ́ọ̀yà ti ara náà wà tó gúdù tí ò lè gbà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Èkó of international standard? Ṣé Ìbàdàn wa ti Àbọ̀ṣun ti ju Èkó lọ ni? Sómi pé wọ́n consider life and property. Wọ́n rí life and ṣé dignity of a human life ṣé wọ́n consider lọ́sùn ni náà fi Fádélé ní Fálànà náà fi ní ó máa gbẹ́ta di Timothy lọ. Àwa wò bóyá Sanwó-Olú ó tiẹ̀ sanwó ẹ̀mí, bóyá Sanwó-Olú ó tiẹ̀ pé life matter lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ wo, that is how things should go. That is how things should go. Our lawyers should be proactive. Kò tí tó 12 hours tí nǹkan bàbá Mohbad ló báwo ni lọ́ọ̀yà wa tiẹ̀ kì í ṣe lọ́ọ̀yà ló gbé nǹkan síta o, bàbá Mohbad ni o, tẹ́ fi máa mọ̀ pé Kàbírù ó ń ranjú káàkiri ni, wọ́n ń fò kiri ni. Immediately ni Kàbírù ti bọ́ta tó ń react. Kí ló dé tí lọ́ọ̀yà ti wá máa ń sùn lójú ogun? So for people who think they love Aloba, and you are saying that some people who are reacting are overreacting, maybe you can advise them, maybe, but I will not blame anybody for their reaction. Ẹ mọ̀ pé jọ́ yẹn tán lọ́ba lọ sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi, ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ fi wo test tèmi náà báwo mo ṣe react sí, mi ò consider as anything. Ṣé tọ́ba arọ́ bá ṣépè fún mi, ṣé mo ṣiṣẹ́ pè ní, ṣépè máa bá mi ni? Ó tún bá mi argue lórí platform gan, I still struggle to explain because this is the time to explain things. Tí mo sọ fọ́ bá arọ́njọ́ yẹn mo tún explain yẹn, mo ní understanding is the fountain of life to those who have it. Ẹ wo background of every issue. Ẹ wo background of every issue. Bí mi àti èèyàn kan bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó bá yẹ pé vengeance la kan town díẹ̀ síra wá ń bí sìn, àwọn kan máa lọ nú inbox ni Mr. Daddy Prince sọ̀rọ̀ lórí platform kan jọ́kájọ́ wà ń bẹ̀. Àwọn kan dẹ̀ ti wá bá mi. Daddy Prince, you are also an elderly man now. Daddy Prince will have, he shouldn't have addressed you that way. Mo ní àwọn ọ̀tá rèé. Tí n bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ Daddy Prince ò gbọ́dọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Daddy Prince ò gbọ́dọ̀ disagree pẹ̀lú mi. Any of you can come up here now and tackle me. Feel free to do so. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣépè fún mi tí n bá ṣùgbọ́n tí n bá bú mi tí n bá choose to react, tó bá lo insecticide tèmi dẹ̀ lórí poison fún ọ, ṣé mọ̀ pé ẹ mọ̀ wòran ni ẹ má dá sí wa o. Níjọ́ tán ní Kúdí wá fún mi, mo choose láti reply. Àwọn kan rò pé wéyà kìíní mo náà fún jẹ́ padà, kò sí nǹkan jù bẹ́yẹn náà lọ. Kò jù bẹ́yẹn lọ. Ó ti tán síbẹ̀ nìyẹn. And I can decide not to also react. But nobody should dictate how anybody is going to react. Don't start it because you don't know how it's going to end. It's a general advice. Ìjọ yẹn náà mo sọ fún ti bàbá náà. Bàbá ẹ jáde ẹ ti kọ́ àwọn èèyàn lójú. Sáwọn èèyàn kan gbogbo èèyàn náà la máa wá bẹ̀ ni. Ẹlòmíì ò sùn, ẹlòmíì ò wo, ẹlòmíì mọ tó ti lose. A kàn lè appease wọn ni. Tí bàbá bá fún yàn kan jẹ, wọ́n fún bàbá jẹ padà. Àwọn kan fún bàbá jẹ lánàá. Ṣé bá la rush ta lọ ń defend? Nígbà bàbá kọrin báwọn kan, ṣé bá sáré rush lọ ni? Ṣáà mọ̀ pé bàbá náà fún wọn jẹ ni. But àwọn náà kọ́kọ́ wá fún bàbá. Kò ń ṣòro kọ́kọ́ wá fún wọn. Láfi lọ defend bàbá. But tí bàbá náà bá jẹ́ starter tó kọ́kọ́ fáwọn kan jẹ, wọ́n á fún bàbá náà jẹ padà o. Bí mọ̀mí Rich Grace bá ní pé o lè wọ Nàìjà, àwọn náà gbé sáà tútù jáde o. Kò sí o. You can't dictate it o. Ẹn tó bá wá mọ̀ pé fan mi ni mo like ẹni yìí ìwọ ló wọlé ńgbà yẹn, ó wà máa yọjú látojú window, ó wà wọlé tó bá tẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ tó sọ pé next time ẹ̀yin náà mọ̀ jáde. Kí ni mo underrate àwọn kan lórí kíní yìí? You don't underrate anybody. Kí nǹkan ní because people listen to me, mo bá dìde mo bá ránṣẹ́ sí mi ni. Mo bá ní á jáde ògúlùntù gidi ó máa làmọ́ mi lórí. Ó máa làmọ́ mi lórí kódà kẹ́ni kó máa kí ní later ń sọ pé sorry for that, I withdraw that kíní kan, ó ti ṣe tí tó fẹ́ ṣe ná. So caution, don't underrate anybody. And for those who want to build fan base, to come and use this thing, any small opportunity, disagreement between people, any small misunderstanding, you go and my fan Mọ̀mí Comfy sọ̀rọ̀ nsìn ó sojú kìíní ó sojú kejì. Some will record just one part and take it out. Some will take it out and go and say tó wá yẹ kó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó yẹ kó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Gbogbo wa là ń fúnra wa là ń advice ara wa ọmọ ìyá ni wá ẹnìkan òṣèlú káwa ní pé bá a ṣe pọ̀ tó yìí ní disagreement láàrin ara wa ó yẹ ká ẹ ti prepare for this day long time ago. Ibi tẹ́mi wà mo wà o mo ṣe wà yìí Mọ̀mí Comfy ló sọ wípé ẹ má create kinní kan èmi ibi tẹ́mi bá wà èmi ò ní hide. I am 100% Bukky Jesse. Ṣé yẹn torí ìyẹn kí n má lọ sọ́dọ̀ platform ni? Ṣé mi àti Bukky Jesse ní ìdá tí máa sọ̀rọ̀ ni? Ní ìdá tí sọ̀rọ̀. That is where I pitch my tent. It's my right. Ṣé Bukky máa hide enta ni? Ṣé yẹn mi pé kí n má lọ sọ́dọ̀ platform kí n má lọ bá other people ni? Haba, it's not brotherhood of darkness now. Ẹ wo ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa nígbà tí mo declare pé I'm for Aloba. Ṣé mo hide ẹ ni? Injustice for Mohbad. I'm for Aloba.